If they want it, but they don't really want it. I strike with no warning. No, they don't see it coming. I handle my business. Stay the fuck out the way. Yeah, all in my lane. Get the fuck out my space. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a winning streak.
A badass kid. Like that's like, did she just become holy? Obviously, he's not telling the whole story or whatever like that. But how the fuck did you still end up fucked up like that?
Was she sober by the time you were 17? Was she all clean by that time, or was she still kind of in and out?
I mean, she ended up getting clean for.
What else I want y'all to notice that may be the most important part of everything, I want you to understand and look at the difference between this interview and the interview he did with Rap Radar. When these motherfuckers do an interview with a white boy, they straighten they shit up. They do it with a nigga and they all, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different energy. And that's exactly what we talking about. This is why the fuck we in this slot, because we've been taught subliminally we are inferior and subservient to white men.
Caution. I repeat, caution. For the next 10 minutes, you will be taken inside the mind of today's rappers. This is the Stupid Rappers Show. Hosted by AYO CONSACO.
You know, sometimes the hardest part about doing this shit is understanding that there's an audience that can't what is it? It's a synonym for soak in, like mentally soak it in. They won't be able to retain what it is I'm giving. I have to get right to the video so you can, but I want to give you what you need before watching this video and understand why I'm doing this video. But like I said, there's an audience that really needs the message but can't focus. They can't focus. They can't understand. They can't see what it is I'm trying to give you before I have to start the video. So it might be, sometimes when I might talk 10 minutes, the video don't even start for 15 minutes. I didn't talk for 15 minutes before I even get into the situation. That's because you need a prelude. You need a prelude, because if I didn't go straight into it, you're wondering, how the fuck does he have these thoughts? Where did these thoughts come from? I know what I know already. You don't know what I know. You don't know how I'm coming to these conclusions. You know, back in fucking school, the teacher used to say, show your work. Show your work. Show me how you got X. X plus 3 equals 6. Show me how you got X, so I know that you know what the fuck you're doing. And that's what I'm doing here. This is not the place that you just come for entertainment. You're coming here to learn. If not learn anything, learn how my mind works. That's important to me, that you understand how my mind works. You'll call someone crazy because you don't understand how their mind works, even though they're right about everything, that they know all the answers and shit like that, but you still would call them crazy for some things they do. You would think that the 3 S's is the edict or a mantra of a madman, until it's broke down for you. So for those of you who always say, man, finish out your thoughts, you be touching the surface but you don't go deep as you want, because to even break down a piece of why my thought is the way it is, if I broke down a piece of it, it would take 2 hours. And this is what the Patreon is for, to be honest. I can be more fluent, and those videos are, most videos on the Patreon are an hour or longer. So I just want to give you that. But welcome back to the Stupid Rapper Show. I'm AYO CONSACO, fearless leader of AYO Nation and the Men Too movement. And this, of course, is the Stupid Rapper Show. Today we're looking at Quando Rondo's Vlad TV interview. He went on Vlad, and y'all know I don't watch these videos until y'all get here so we can watch them together. And I felt like this would be a very good example to show how a motherfucker gets in the rap trap, how he's chosen, how he or she is chosen to be a candidate for, you know, not only the rap trap, but to get the full push of the label. They're not any artists that NBA Youngboy, Kodak Black, YNW Melly, just take the list on and on. They're giving you this money. I always give this example of my mother going in the store, seeing all these people in income tax season, spending their money up. Then she asked the man, why can't I get paid like that? Then he asked her, what would you do with the money if they gave it to you? She said, I would save it. He said, well, that's why they don't give it to you. They don't give the artist who is going to do exactly what he said he's gonna do, which is take the money that the fucking enemy gives them and put it into us. Put it into us. Put it into us. You can't have thoughts, ideas like that being brought to real life, because that might give all of us the wrong idea, and we all start doing this, putting this into us. So, you know, kind of wake us up. The next thing you know, you'll have motherfuckers trying to start all fucking, you know, all black league. You'll have black colleges saying free tuition. You'll start a fucking, you know, so they cut that shit, they nip that shit to bud. The only people that are getting the type of money that could change our current situation is people that they know won't do it.
Okay.
Your mom coming around during like the early years?
She came around to, listen, I went to, when I was like 11, my first time on the juvenile, I was like 11.
Yeah.
I've been going back and forth. I spent half of my, from 11 all the way to 16, I really spent all that time being locked up.
Yeah.
You did what I'm saying? So by the time I got out,
And for those of you wondering why I'm standing up, the fucking chair finally broke.
juvenile, like I did, but the last bid I did 2 years. When I came home, I was 16. It was like 2 months before I turned 17. So I was already kind of like in my own mindset, like I've been raised up in juvenile, so all I knew was, you feel me, fighting and thugging and on some, always on some fuck shit. You feel me? I had my own mind. I raised myself in the juvenile, so by the time I came home, I was kind of already, by the time I came home, I was about to be 17, so I was already damn near looked at as an adult. So by the time my mama came around, I had enough sense and enough respect to know, like, alright, this is my real mama. You feel me? I ain't gonna disrespect her in no kind of way, cause this is my real mama. But everything seemed kind of fake, like.
There it is. This video right here is strictly to point out how labels are picking their artists. I can tell you, man, they want high school dropouts, they want niggas come from broken home, they want financially illiterate. That's one of the biggest fucking things, and they can tell that you're financially illiterate by asking you questions about, what's your favorite car? What would you do if you got $1 million? Like real fucking questions And you can, you know, act like you playing with them and play monkey in that bitch, but they can even tell, like, come on, my nigga, like, the fuck? They'll have people sitting in the office that you think are all just, you know, A&R engineers and, you know, the CEO label, but they'll have real fucking psychologists in that motherfucking office, making sure that you have the same motherfucking psychologist that you sit in front of, not the one, you know, you go talk with, the one you go talk to, you know, therapists and shit like that, but they're trying to make sure that you have like a tick and you have been poisoned. You've, like, whatever chemical they were spraying in your project, whatever chemical they were spraying in your low income fucking part of the state, they're trying to make sure that shit soaked in you. They're trying to make sure that, oh yeah, he definitely has some brain defects. Definitely. Okay, yep. We know that we ran fucking lead all through that fucking, you know, water in that whole, where'd you grow up? Okay. And this is all low income places. All low income places. So as a psychologist is sitting in that office listening to you, and of course all the white people just having a good time. He's watching you. He's just watching you, you know, watching the movements. He is pretty much, yeah, he definitely has post-traumatic stress disorder. He's on the verge of bipolar, schizophrenic, manic. He's in advanced stages of RDA. He should have been given Ritalin or prescriptions of fuck that shit that they give little kids. He has a disease that he should have been diagnosed and watched and caught when he was 10 years old. But now here the child is 16 years old and has advanced stages, and the shit has become aggressive. You know, like the cancer become aggressive. His mental disease, because we know mental disease in the black community goes undiagnosed, unchecked, and untreated. The form that his mental disease is in, it was it's become aggressive, and what else? The traumatic incidents he's been through has accelerated, you know, the state in which that disease is in. He's going to spaz out when you put him in hostile situation. He does not have the mental functionality to deal with the success that he's about to face. It's going to be very entertaining to watch him crash and burn. Sign him and give him the money. He's not going to do anything productive with it. Hey, yo, what it do, man? It's your man, AYO CONSACO. I'm tuned in with the Big Face Podcast. One. I can't do it. I can't do it. That just ain't my style, dog. I just gotta keep it real. Look, dog, let me holler at y'all. Look, I don't put that Patreon, them numbers for the Patreon, that's for AYO Nation. If you're in AYO Nation, you need to be a Patreon. I don't put all the videos, they won't be listed on YouTube. So if you want all the videos and shit like that, you need to be a patron. If you want to contribute to the conversation that we have every Monday night, we go live on the Big Face Podcast YouTube channel at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to contribute to that conversation, have the call-in number to where you can call in at any fucking time during those lives, you need to be a Patreon. I don't put those Patreon numbers and the Men 2 numbers at the beginning of the show just so you can hear winning streak. As a matter of fact, if you want the whole winning streak single, all you have to do is send $2 to the Cash App or the PayPal, and I'll send the song to whatever email is attached to your PayPal and Cash App. It's not that fucking hard. But the Patreon is for AYO Nation. I expect for y'all to fuck with that. And before y'all start asking, this hat is not for sale. The markup on it is too high. I was just trying to see what that shit looked like for real. The markup is too high right now, so I have to sell that shit for like $30, and I'm not prepared to say that to y'all. So right now we just have the Men 2 t-shirts for $20. Big Face Podcast. We got the new Navy Blue Big Face Podcast t-shirt, $15. Everything is $15 but the Men 2 t-shirt. Then you got the Big Face Podcast Scully for $10 still. Go to paypal.me/RUSerious10 and put all your information in that motherfucker. I salute everybody, all of my niggas, all of the Men 2 members, AYO Nation members that have been donating to the show. As you know, I'm a nigga on YouTube, so it is what it is. So when you contribute, it's a big deal to me. But don't go crazy. But every third Sunday we do the AYO Nation donation conversation where I shout out everybody who showed love within that period and shit like that. If you don't want to be mentioned during that show, all you have to do is put no mention and you won't be mentioned. But I really do appreciate everybody who shows love every third Sunday. It seemed like my message has went out there to where people know if you're a small business, you gotta have at least $100 for promotion. If you're an artist, you need to have at least $200 for promotion. Other than that, just leave me alone. I do this shit by myself, but I salute everybody for really giving me my time, giving my space to do what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. So I salute you. You want to go to work? Let's go to work. That IG sponsorship shit is not doing shit for you, and you know that. So handle your fucking business. Holler at me. Let's get some shit done. I'll see y'all in a minute. Get the shit together, be home. The fact that he was thrown into the world and deserted is going to detach him and enable him from loving or truly connecting with anyone. He is going to, and we can tell by the way he interacts in this room, he looks at any white man, that's very important, any white man, white person, but especially a white man in a suit, as authoritative. White people, in his mind, have been associated with an authoritative role. He understands he is subservient and inferior to white people. Sign him and give him the money. It's going to come back to us. We can run circles around him. You know these niggas, man, shit. Most of these niggas, they just be, you know, they money on white. Man, I watch everything, bro. I read all my contract word for word. I went on my paperwork myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't hard. That shit ain't hard. But man, shit niggas be thinking that shit hard. But that shit easy, bro. Shit, I be reading that shit, bro. They said on the lawyer poll read that shit, bro. Look, bro. My lawyer, the lawyer that the label gave me, bro. Shit, bro. I read that shit to him, bro. I read that shit to him, bro. Don't tell these niggas, bro. Niggas be thinking I'm done, bro. I'm smart, bro. I'm smart, bro. And them white folks will sit up there and smart as a whip. Smart as a whip. This kid, let me tell you, this kid, smart as a whip. Hey, don't let him fool you. This guy is smart. I told him, hey, Quando, you belong in Harvard, kid. Hey, keep working. He's the next. This guy is on the fire. Oh, he's hotter than a firecracker. He's the fire right here. This guy's the fire. And these children can't even feel this white man energy. Wonder why this white man, them folk do anything for me over there, bro. But man, I call them folk right now, bro. At them folk, man, I need $10. Man, he'll get this shit to me in cash, bro, right now, bro. And you just don't understand. They do that because they know for when they're robbing you, but for two, you not finna do nothing and go no fucking where. Man, when you crash out, they're going to just rake it in. And that's gonna be you sad as fuck when you call these people that you think is your fucking friends. Hey, Quando, man, hey, we're talking to the lawyers. They're pretty much saying that we're gonna, or they hit you with the gas like, Quando, no, hey, we got you, man. You're coming home. No, it's nothing to it. And they can do it like they did Kodak Black. And they're on the other end with the fucking prosecutor. They just running shit all up your asshole. You don't know what, or they can just not answer the phone at all and just keep on making money. Hit you with the YNW mailing. Do you like they did XXX? But that's out. But let's go further. But the point of that was the fact that you'll be detached and not be able to trust anybody that looks like you. Everybody that looks like you around you is just gonna, they're gonna be taking money. They have no real purpose. And it's crazy because the label, hey man, you got a lot of crabs around you, man. You might need to, hey, just stick with your real ones, man. Stick with your real ones and try to get some of those people, those hangers on. They're riding your coattail, man. So you feel like they giving you good advice because they telling you about the snakes. You not understanding that they fucking King Cobra. Everybody's robbing you. But they want you to be disconnected from anybody so that you're alienated. They need for you to be, that's for any scam that you're gonna do. You want the victim to be alienated. But what I was saying about this was, seeing like you my fucking train of thought. One of the requirements is that you come from a fucked up childhood. Your family life is fucked up. You did not come from a traditional, functional household.
Coming around from
2 to 11, like that. Man, like I say, by the time I was 11, my mama was still on drugs, and I started going to juvenile, so...
Okay, I understand.
You feel me?
Okay.
But I actually ended up moving with her. Once I got out of juvenile, I still stayed with my adopted mama, and I was toting guns and all type of stuff. You feel me? And my adopted mama, she like the Jesus type, like always in church. She always prayed, always told us pray, and always prayed for us and stuff. So she was super holy. So any bad spirit, she didn't really want it around her. So she told me one day she put me out. She was like, shit. She was like, I can't do it no more. You can't come back here. And that's when I started getting the deeper shit.
It's crazy though, because here's the thing. You were adopted at birth, or 2 years old, whatever the fuck, and your adopted mother was super holy, super religious. How the fuck did you still end up a badass kid? Like that's like, did she just become holy? Obviously, he's not telling the whole story or whatever like that, but how the fuck did you still end up fucked up like that?
Was she sober by the time you were 17? Was she all clean by that time, or was she still kind of in and out?
I mean, she ended up getting clean for.
What else I want y'all to notice that may be the most important part of everything I want you to understand and look at the difference between this interview and the interview he did with Rap Radar. Realize, because I have people, and I love my AYO Nation family, for the people who said, man, we need to get you to interview more artists and shit like that, and we need to do it in person. I'm like, it ain't really gonna, work like that. And they're like, nah, you need to do the interviews, cause people see them, and that if an artist do an interview with a real nigga, you know what I'm saying, there'll be two real niggas talking. And it's like, firstly, that's not what people want to see, because when two real niggas talking and we don't know each other, like if me and my brother talk, you know what I'm saying, it'll be, maybe a conversation, but I can't ask a real nigga. It's not gonna be entertaining for the people, for me and a real nigga to talk. What has to happen is, it has to be a real nigga and a nigga who don't know about it. That's why the shit with Vice and anybody who push a white boy out there to interview the people, that shit works, because it's like, yeah, I can, because the artist feels more comfortable with me. Motherfucker gonna have his, nigga ain't gonna do me like he did the nigga at Rap Radar, or he might try to do that, because once I get a fucking reputation for being a real nigga and a nigga who will stand up during the interview, if you get retarded, then it's that type of shit. It gets messy. And plus the fact, the most important thing is, when a nigga see a nigga, it's just already, I'm doing this nigga a favor, man. I'm all, I'm down that bitch. Just like a nigga, when a nigga goddamn go and buy some fucking shoes offline, or get a little hat, a $20 hat from let's say from 24 karat black. 24 karat black. Hey, I need another black hat and another gray hat. The fucking dogs ate my shit again, dog. And we can just do the red one again too. If you got a yellow one, do a yellow one too. I've been fucking with 24 karat black for seeing like 2 fucking years. But, and it's live as fuck. Like, niggas ask me about that fucking hat. Like, the niggas, what is it? Live Life Loyalty. Live Life, I can't remember their brand. But, my brother just, because I can't fit the shit no more. My brother goddamn wore the damn, jacket, some fucking well. And motherfucker was like, nigga, what the fuck, what brand that is? It's live ass fucking designers, niggas, but motherfucker get a 24 karat, nigga spend $20 on a hat. Yeah, he put that shit all on motherfucking, gotta let everybody know, like when a motherfucker, I'm getting this boom, $20, that type of shit. When a nigga, I got this chicken, man, I'm finna go and bless the people, man. If I was fucked up, I want them to, I want somebody to bless me, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And, in some ways, you kind of understand it, because it's like, you want to maybe start a wave of people, doing it, you know what I'm saying? But it just come off as disingenuous. Like, nigga, say what the fuck it is. It's like, nigga, and nigga, be about that shit. Like, really be about that shit. Be about it, man. But the point is, look how this nigga, we just look at this channel, the Stupid Rappers channel. Go look at the last Quando Rondo video when he was talking to the motherfucker from Rap Radar, and look how the fuck he doing this one. Look how serious he is. Look how he ain't spatting with Vlad. He not, giving up. Yeah, man, brother, I just be doing my thing, brother. He not fucking high. He high, he on something, but he not thrown off to where he can't. He's sitting there, he really trying to. And that's how the fuck it is. I'm looking at fucking No Jumper. I'm looking at how and I have to come off like this because when you look at these fucking white boys, it looks like these are the people that are getting the respect. There are plenty of niggas, black dudes that are not street. That's all you need is someone who's not street so you can tell them about the streets. They have civilian questions about your life and you can tell them about the streets. That's all you need. It's like a nigga from out of town asking you about your city. Like, you don't want nobody from your city asking you about... No, you need somebody from out of town so you can, embellish and tell your stories with a little bit more swag. But when you see the way that my nigga Ant from Urban Politics TV, Urban Politicians, he speaks on this type of shit, man, like, because he does interviews. He speaks on how when these motherfuckers do an interview with a white boy, they straighten they shit up. They do it with a nigga and they all, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different energy. And that's exactly what we talking about. This is why the fuck we in this slot, because we've been taught subliminally we are inferior and subservient to white men. I just noticed that, man.
At least 6 months. Then, she got clean from, my mom used to, you feel me? She got clean from her.
Imagine if the nigga from Rap Radar would have asked about his mom being on dope, dog. This nigga was giving this man, the nigga fucking, fucked up energy just for asking about his music. Asking about NBA Youngboy. Watch what the fuck happened here, dog. That shit crazy, dog. I just realized it.
She was all the way clean because, you feel me, my family, like her side of the family, my real family, they was the type to, you feel me, if they see one of us doing something deep in the streets, like need help, they gonna be there for you like a real family. Like no matter what, they ain't gonna never turn their back on you, no matter what you do. So like my aunties and stuff used to make sure she go to little drug classes and stuff, and then she started smoking weed. And after she started smoking weed or whatever, you feel me, she started like feeling herself, like she started turning back to a normal person, like, alright, I'ma just smoke weed. She was going to work, smoking the weed and stuff, and my grandma actually, and then my grandma, which is her mama, which is my grandma Terry, she ended up dying from cirrhosis of the liver, and my biological mama kind of psyched out, and she psyched out to the point where she was, you feel me, like crossing everybody, turning her back on everybody who been there for her and who will continue to be there for her. But at the same, while she was going around, like when I say cross, I don't mean like taking up on nobody and nothing. Like she'll just pull up, curse you out, snap on people. Just she was going through it, but at the same time, when she was snapping on everybody else and like just having her ways and shit with everybody else, I'm like, damn, Mom, dude's going through it. One day, she came home and was like, oh, get out my house. You can't stay here no more. Kick me and my brother out. This nothing but facts. You feel me? I'm down. My Dukes ain't never did nothing for a nigga, man. My Dukes kicking a nigga out for no reason. You feel me? I ain't even did nothing. So ever since then, the nigga really ain't. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't gotta talk to my Dukes, man. I love her, but
I love her. He tightened his words up. I love her. You know, like, fuck, man. But that's how motherfuckers is. But and that fact, like a nigga doing that coon ass shit. But that's another fucking requirement. That's another requirement. You have to be like that. What was I just explaining? You have to be like that when a white man is talking to you. A nigga, yeah, man, fuck them niggas. A white man, label called him and told him, you know, straighten up. I don't fuck with that shit. But for one, this is a child talking. He's not telling the whole story. When she came in the house and told you and your brother to get out the house, what you leaving out is when your adopted mama kicked you out for thugging, you didn't stop thugging once you left your adopted mama house. Your mama was smoking weed and all that. The reason, like, you know all this shit because, like, you was in that shit with her too. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's not really. It's his fault. Obviously, we know it's his fault. Man, responsibility, all this shit like that. But just like Kodak Black, this motherfucker never had a chance. We gotta come to the realization and the understanding of, alright, you a drug addict bitch out here. You're a drug addict bitch. You're a nothing ass bitch. Do you know that you would be above a bitch that don't do no drugs with 7 kids, still chasing after dick, ain't raising none of her kids, by you being smoking whatever the fuck, popping pill, whatever you addicted to? You are not as much as you really. You're not. You just a woman out here having fun. That's a nothing ass bitch because she's harming children. We gotta get that through our head. The bitch with 7 kids and pregnant and got a new boyfriend and she chasing that motherfucker around, dropping the kids off over here and over there. One of the kids over here, 2 of them over there, 3 of them over there. This motherfucker at the house by motherfucking self. Your oldest child is your fucking slave. Child can't do a fucking thing but babysit. You wonder why she's pregnant at 13. That child ain't never have a fucking chance. So, for the woman who out here doing dope, the 26-year-old, 21-year-old that's out here doing drugs and shit like that, having abortions, she is above that motherfucker. That motherfucker got a house and a car, but that's because, bitch, you stealing out the stove for one, you a booster, and bitch, you getting that big ass income tax check, and the government loves you. And like I explained to y'all on the Rap Trap, the government is paying you for your children. Your children are gonna be inmates and what's the word for the ants that don't do nothing but have babies? Or if that's your job, you just have babies. But that's what you have an army of. You about to have 8 kids, and all the boys is going to prison. All the girls are gonna be just fucking breeders. So that's what they're doing. They're paying you. That's why you get the income tax. That's why they paying, because they just, hey man, you know, I appreciate the sacrifice. Appreciate you having these children, because we need these motherfucking free goddamn hours. We need these slaves. Let me make sure I made the point I was supposed to make. I'm not going forward because I do that a lot on these stupid rapper shows. But that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that he didn't tell the full truth. Like, she kicked you out because you were doing something. It's a lying ass nigga. But like I said, it's like, my nigga, you never had a chance though, honestly.
Man, you know how boy think. I'm thinking like a man. Like, man, I'm about to get out here on my own and show everybody I don't need them. You feel me? So boom, bam. I still talking to my biological mama. But one day I went to my grandma's house and her and her boyfriend came in there. Her and this little dude came in there. I think she was messing with him. I don't really know. She came in my grandma's house. My whole family was over there trying to fight, cursing my grandma out and fight my aunties and stuff. So my aunties and them made her get out, and her boyfriend ran up like he was about to do something. So, you feel me? Me and my partners me and my cousins had jumped them like out the house, like, you feel me? Like, you gotta deal. And she called the police on me.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
She really called the police on me because I was doing the most. Like, I was really trying to hit him and you feel me, get him out of the way because he just came in my grandma's house.
Your mom called the police on her own son because he was basically beating up her boyfriend because her boyfriend was acting up. That's crazy. So she took her boyfriend's side over you.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Exactly. I never really told nobody how I feel. And a lot of people might not like this or what I'm saying, but it's the truth. I still love my Deuce and all that, but you feel me? I'm just giving my side.
Look, man,
I have drug out.
Dog, this shit is so important. This interview is so important. That's why I know I had to do it. If y'all, I don't know what's coming out because this is along the same thing. Mothers and their boyfriends. The battle between the child and the boyfriend for attention is epic. The boyfriend don't even know that the child is battling him for attention. But so often, children despise the boyfriends because of how their mother acts every time she gets another man in the house. The child starts to feel the same way a woman feels. Like she can't, she can't satisfy. She's not enough. I'm not enough to get your attention. I'm invisible to you. What you care about is a man. And the way that you care about these men, in my whole life, I've never seen that love. I've never seen it. This is the child thinking this. You don't move for me like you move for these dudes, and you don't even know them. I'm your child. Ladies, I want you to understand that this is exactly how your daughters and your sons are thinking and feeling. I should be your everything. How am I not your whole? How do I not come first before everything? Most of the time, you treat me like I'm a burden. You treat me like I'm a hassle on you. Like I'm holding you up from getting to him because you gotta get me from daycare or go to the that's what I tell y'all. This shit can go really, really deep. I have to keep it surface level but I'm finna go there. Like